Well, here we are. You know, Legends is kind of dry until Festival, so I decided to play another game. Just start a Let's Play just, since I got like a Pokemon background in my YouTube. So we're going to do something simple. Because the last time I tried to do this, I kind of failed because the version was kind of too hard. I didn't realize it. But we're just going to do a simple vanilla Pokemon Emerald game. And we're just going to make it simple. We're going to make it a Nuzlocke. So if you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, to make it simple, with each new area, I'm allowed to only catch one Pokemon. And we're just going to try to beat the game with whatever we can catch. So, yeah, I know it's something different from Dragon Ball, but I just wanted to do something different just to help me keep going with the channel. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna do Legends content anymore, because I'm gonna still do Legends content. I just want to start something different, just to get the ball rolling, since we got a little higher sub count, and I'm trying to do more and more games. But yeah, so I'm basically gonna be playing this, and I'm gonna just commentate over this. So basically, you already know what's going on. Here we are, main character, boy or girl. I would be a girl, but F it, nah, I'm gonna be a boy. And you already know, nicknaming myself Corn. I don't think it's gonna get any simpler than that. But if you're wondering how I'm playing this game, I'm basically using the Delta emulator for your phone and stuff. So I'm playing this on my phone, and I saw that there was an update that there's like online stuff that we could do, so I could do trades and stuff. But I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. We're not going to use trade Pokemon, even if it was possible. We're going to make it fair and square, simple Nuzlocke. The only thing I'm gonna do to make it a little harder for each gym leader, I'm gonna use the same amount of Pokemon they have, and I'm gonna try my best. Well, I'm not gonna even try my best. I'm gonna use Pokemon that's within the level cap. So if the first gym is like level 15, then I can't use any Pokemon above level 15, just to give it a good old yeah. So I'm already doing the simple beginning stuff. Going into May's room looking for some underwear. Nah, I'm just playing. I ain't messing with that. But yeah, so we're going ahead and save Professor Birch, because Birch is named after a tree and stuff. And this is basically the biggest decision we can do in this game, picking the starter. So you're wondering, I should usually pick my favorite Pokemon, Mudkip, or I should pick the fan favorite, Torchic. But I'm gonna use the one you least expected. I'm gonna just say F it. I'm gonna use Trico, because who uses Trico? Like, just for the heck of it. I don't want to Lotad, so here we are. We're using Trico. I'm gonna name him Geico, because why the hell not? And we're going against the Zigzagoon. So basically, yeah, you already know how this is going. Let's just check the nature of what this guy got. All right, let me see. I think it was in the first page. Hold on. All right. Are you fucking serious? Alright, so since Trico's a serious nature, if you don't know what that means he's just basic as hell. Like, he doesn't get any specific stat boost. So he's as basic as it could be. He's just a serious face ass Trico. I guess that's fitting for someone like me, since I'm so freaking serious all the time. I'm kidding. That's the complete opposite of who I am. But whatever. We're just gonna get the first battle to go through. Yeah. That's terrible. Oh man, yeah, so we're already off to an iffy start, because our Trico is really nothing special. Like, I'm literally nothing special, but hey, that's the Trico we got, and that's the Trico we're gonna work with. Will he be on the final team? Who knows? It's a possibility that we can go through this whole run without our starter Pokemon, actually. And yeah, so we finally got our Trico, blah blah blah. Gonna name him Geico. I kind of did mess up. I should have put K instead of C, but A, because that's like my thing. But you already know. Yeah, this is kind of like dragging out. I was kind of thinking about it, but yeah, if you guys liking the video so far, be sure to give it a like and stuff. And I'm gonna try to get the Pokemon community here too. Make sure I got Dragon Ball and Pokemon within my vicinity, because these are both of my favorite franchises. But yeah, as we're naming Geico. Yes, it's gonna be Geico. 15% of car insurance, no sponsor. But yeah, so you already know we gotta go ahead and go against May. Yeah, so I decided to think about it. Do I decide to do the level cap with May, I could personally care less if we're being honest. So we're gonna go ahead and go against May. Like I said, I was debating if I should decide her as like a Pokemon boss, but I just said nah, F it. We're just gonna go ahead and go against her while we're still level 5. It really wouldn't make a difference. If we lose here, then shit, then I wasn't meant to do this in the first place. That's how I see it. Especially if we can't win the first battle. I mean, I don't think it could get any easier. The most you could just literally just keep pressing your attacking move. For Trico's case, it's pound, so just keep pressing pound. Like, if I lose this, that's gonna be so sad. I mean, we're doing the same amount of damage. For all I don't know the Pokemon programming, so I can't really tell you what all the opponents' natures and all that. The most I could do is know what team they are. But other than that, yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, like I said, we won that one, and Trico should be at level 7 at this point. I at least got him close to leveling up, so I can get like a quick, just to make him a little stronger as fast as possible. See what I mean? Yeah, there we go. All right, yeah, so we beat May. There we go, and now we can finally go back to the lab, and we can finally officially start our Nuzlocke. So that means now we go to the area for our first time, and we can finally catch our first Pokemon. So now we're gonna go back to the lab real quick. Here we go. At this point, Professor Birch is supposed to give us our Pokedex. He's just forever yapping. I should probably speed this up. I'm gonna try to make this I'm gonna make this game a decent pace. I'm not gonna just drag y'all with all the wild battles and all the battles. I'll just get to the gist. I feel like it's better for me to just, play naturally and then just give you the rundown of what's been happening. Because what's the worst that could happen? But yeah, like I was saying, we finally get our Pokeballs, and then moms finally give us our freaking running shoes. So now we can run. I don't know why we need running shoes, but maybe she could just gave us some Nikes or some shit like that. Who knows? She just probably gave us some Nikes, and we were probably running into some chancletas. I'm not even Spanish, and I said chancletas. I probably said that wrong, and all my Spanish subscribers just unsubscribed because my Spanish accents is probably terrible as hell. But yeah, we could finally go ahead and start the Nuzlocke. So let's go ahead and look for our first Pokemon, and hopefully I'm hoping for a Zigzagoon, and it's a Poochyena. Crap. Alright, so I was hoping for a Zigzagoon because, if you played this game enough times, HM slaves. So I needed someone to just take a lot of HMs, and we got Poochyena. So it is what it is. So we're going to have to live with it. I really, really don't want to end up not getting a Zigzagoon, because if we don't, then we're going to have to teach someone Cut eventually. And, well, technically we don't have to teach anyone Cut. I guess I could come back later. I'll think about it later. But yeah, we caught Poochyena. I'll be honest, I don't want to use a Poochyena, but depending on his nature, I probably might add him onto the team for a little bit. But I'll definitely at least get the levels even, just in case. But yeah, we're gonna go to the second route. Hopefully we find a Zigzagoon here. Okay, it's Poochyena. So what I'm doing here is dupe claws. So if I find a Pokemon that I already caught within a route, or at least their evolution line as well, I'm not catching them. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. It's like, it's already limited. So I'm trying to make it with some variety. Like, I'm trying not to use a standard team. But if you want to know which Pokemon I really want to get the most, I want to get a Trapinch. If I can get a Trapinch, this run will be goated. That's all I'm saying. I just want to get a Trapinch to get Flagon. And that's all I'm wishing for. But yeah, we see a Wingull now, so I guess I'll go ahead and catch a Wingull. We need a water type anyway, even though there's a plethora of water types. So yeah, you could be a good backup. If anything, fly type worst case scenario. Are you serious?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, you little shit. Look, you're level 2. You shouldn't be giving me that much trouble. All right, so we're gonna try that again. I don't know why you were being such a little shit, but we're gonna catch you like I was saying. Come on, there we go. All right, so Wingull's on the team. We're just stacking up the team so far because a death's gonna happen eventually. Gonna name him Gulp Gulp. Like, I don't know why I just wanted to name him Gulp Gulp, but Pelipper, big ass mouth. You already know. I'm just being dirty minded. I'm not gonna even try to hide it to y'all. So naive nature, I believe, like off the top of my head, because it doesn't show what gets boosted and what gets hindered in this generation, but I believe that boosts my speed. So this Wingull will be pretty speedy. So far so good. We got 3 Pokemon. Worst case scenario, we got someone to sacrifice if we need to sacrifice someone. Well, that will be tough considering that if I'm doing gym battles, I can't really sacrifice anyone if I'm using the same amount of Pokemon on the team, since I'm making this somewhat of a challenge. But we're going to go ahead and buy some Pokeballs and some potions just to stack up, and we're going to officially start our first battle. So I'm going to make the pace pretty decent here. Just announce each battle. If anything happens, I'll keep it important. I'll keep it longer, but regardless, I'm gonna just explain how the battles will go. So we're going against youngster Calvin. I'm most likely gonna speed up most of the battles anyway. The only ones I'm gonna slow down is the gym leader battles. But this is the first episode. We're just testing things out to see if you guys like it so far. But basically, we're gonna be training Wingull. You already know Geico's gonna come out. Back in my old days, back in the Unk days, we didn't. You had to switch train to train all your Pokemon up decently. And in all honesty, I was one of those kids that that I would just let my starter be over level as hell and try to sweep through the whole game, but I'd never beat the game like that. I eventually became a decent trainer, aka a decent Pokemon gamer, when I decided to train other Pokemon besides my starter and stop showing favoritism. But yeah, that was the first battle. We're just gonna be doing some switch training as usual. Yeah, and we're going against the bug guy. Nothing really. But Wingull was able to handle these Pokemon, these Wurmple. Yeah, I can't say these names, damn. These Wurmple, with a simple water gun, because Wurmple are not that strong. But I know I'm gonna have to catch a Wurmple eventually, so I can get him out the Dupe's Claws, and I don't gotta deal with catching multitudes of them. But might as well train Wingull up. I might use Wingull more than Poochyena if we're being honest. Yeah, so I'm not the best at talking throughout whole videos, but like I said, we're trying things new. Alright, that's not good, because I kind of wanted a Ralts. But, hey, it's fine. I guess we're not going to get a Ralts, because I think this is the only route we can get, like, a Ralts or Curly. I could be wrong, but I'm kind of cooked from here. So, I tried my best not to... I tried to get to the patch of grass where you could at least try to find a Ralts, but finding a Whirlpool was probably going to be evident anyway. Or, I probably used the wrong word for that. I'm probably stupid as hell. So we're going to catch the Wurmple, and we're either going to get a Beautifly or Duxtox. It is what it is. I'll live with it. It's not something I'm going to hate, because it could be useful for the second gym. Now, I'm going to be honest. Between the first gym and the second gym, I think we're going to be good. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to just call this Wurmple bummer, because it's a bummer that I got you. But as far as the rock gym, I got Trico, so it's easy work. That's why I didn't bother picking Torchic, because if I pick Torchic, I wouldn't be able to evolve, and this would probably be a lot harder if I don't get a certain Pokemon. And the certain Pokemon I'm talking about is a Shroomish. If I don't get a Shroomish, the first gym leader might be hard. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Let's go ahead and train Pooters right here. And the reason I kind of don't want to use him because he's a timid nature, and
oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
And yeah, so as I was saying, he's timid in nature, so it's lower attack and ups the speed, so his tackle is complete shit. Plus, to make it even worse, dark types in this game is special, so I guess he'll be okay if I want to actually stick him to using as a dark type, but I don't really plan on using this Poochyena like that, if we're being honest, but he's there. I caught him, so I don't have to catch him later. Like I said, as soon as we get some diversity on the team, like, I feel like as soon as we beat the second gym leader, we'll be good and have a little bit of more diversity. But other than that, there's a Talo, and I really didn't have no one else to switch it out to, so I decided to take the risk and go into Geico and let Geico finish this off, and thankfully, he didn't kill me with a peck. I don't know why he kept using Growl. And I decided to use Azor because my pound wasn't doing shit. I wasn't pounding it. But yeah, so Geico's level 8. You already know what it is. And we're almost at a stopping point. I want to at least get to the first town and call it an episode. Picking up the berries right here. We're gonna do like one more battle. Yeah, Orin and Petraberry. So I'm gonna allow myself to use items, not like actual items like potions and stuff, like actual berries. Yeah, so we're gonna actually use like actual berries with it. So like I use orange berries, petra berries, and like held items. But as far as like potions and stuff, I'm not using that, just to keep the challenge going. Yeah, but we finished that battle and we made it to the first town. What's it called again? I really forgot what it was called. Petalburg City. There you go. Okay. Well, that was the first episode, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed, like and comment, and I'll make the next episode soon.